Good morning, Birdland. How's everybody doing today? I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about Framber Valdez. You know, every year in free agency, there's always seems to be one hitter, one pitcher that is the jewel of the free agent class. The guy that is supposed to set the market for everybody else. And let's face it, coming into 2025, 2026 free agency, that guy for the pitchers was supposed to be Framber Valdez. But yet here we are. It's January 23rd, I believe, and Framber Valdez remains unsigned. He was not the guy that set the market. And, we've seen Ranger Suarez get signed. We've seen Imai get signed. But to me, the most alarming thing, if you're Framber Valdez, is you have seen teams, the New York Mets, the Texas Rangers, who clearly wanted pitching, choose not to pay Framber Valdez, but empty a large chunk of their minor league system in an effort to trade for both Freddie Peralta and Mackenzie Gore, respectfully. Now, if I'm Framber Valdez and I'm in Framber Valdez's camp, if I'm Framber Valdez's agent, I have to seriously reevaluate what I'm looking for in free agency, because it to me it's not a good look when teams would rather empty their farm system instead of sign me in free agency. I've seen reports, I've talked to people, I've read reports that Framber Valdez's interviews with teams aren't going well. I've read reports, seen reports that he wants a 7-year contract with opt-outs after every single year. Again, the reports I've read could be entirely wrong. Likely I have to believe that to a degree, some of that is wrong. I can't imagine a pitcher asking for 7 years worth of opt-outs. Essentially, you're asking for a 7 1-year contracts. I don't see any team doing that for any pitcher. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts, Birdland, on Framber Valdez? Would you still want him signed to your team? And let's address the elephant in the room, the incident that happened in Houston at the end of the year last year with the catcher, where he basically threw at his catcher because I believe it was because of a, disagreement over what pitch to throw. Not a good look. And let's face it, and this is just my opinion, had that not happened, there's a good chance Framber Valdez would be signed right now. But that happened. That happened at a horrible time for Framber Valdez. Going into free agency, you want to put your best foot forward, and that definitely wasn't doing that. Because let's face it, how upset would Birdland be if the Orioles signed him and then he threw it at Adley Rutschman or Basayo? This fan base would be ready to run him out of town. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on Framber Valdez? What kind of contract would you offer him? Do you think he's asking for too much money? Do you think it's a sign that teams just don't want him, that, teams that clearly want pitching are trading for pitching instead of signing him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, Charm City Entertainment, for all your baseball needs. And we are about a month and a half away from, well, we don't have a release date yet, but when MLB The Show 26 comes out, you will be getting Orioles franchise on this channel. See you next time.